Hello everybody and welcome to Man vs Forge. This is our very first show. I'm Leon Williamson and this is Bionic Cat Blacksmiths. This is my workshop. This is the cat's lair. It's a wonderful occupation to be in. I'm starting this channel as much to show what I'm doing and the progress of my business as to try and get people to realise that anyone can do this like if you want to do. And it's a phenomenal occupation to get into, it really is. I count myself very lucky that my partner, a couple of years back, when she was wanting to start a business for herself, and I decided to have a bit of a play with fire and with an hammer, and decided I really liked it. I was really lucky that she was daft enough to say, you know what, if you're daft enough to do it, do it. If you really want to have a crack at it, do. That was 2 years ago, and since then we have been utterly skint. We have been nigh on penniless, but we have been working so hard, we've been learning so much and loving every second of it. You know, we've built up from literally nothing, everything from anvil to forge, everything I've had to make myself. All my tools I'm lucky enough I've been given some lovely big bits by some phenomenal people, and you know who you are, right? Because I must say, without the help of so many local businesses and so many good people, we would never have got to the stage we are at now, which is having a profitable business, which is actually being able to say we can start making a living out of what we love doing, which honestly, being able to say that finally, being able to say that it is a working business is one of the most satisfying feelings I've ever had. It really is, because it has taken a lot of work to get to this point. I make all sorts for all sorts of people now. It's fantastic. Do everything from dog portraits of people to magic wands, custom hooks and handles for all over the world. And best thing is as well, people come to you with ideas. Can you do this? Can you do that? And I say, of course I can. Yeah, I'll have it done by next month. Don't have a clue how, but I'll have it done by then. And of course it gives you a month to learn a new skill, to learn a new technique, to figure out how to do something you've never done before. And that's just so exciting still, to know that you can come into that every day and do something new and fun. It is fantastic, it really is. Right then, just heating up at the moment. Today we are going to be making a Rubiks twist handled, nicely tapered and twisted magic wand. Right, I do a lot of these for clients. This is a particular one on order for somebody. This isn't in my usual catalogue, this. Now, start with getting a lovely heat where we want to put the taper on this bar. That's the first thing we're going to be doing. A nice long even heat so I can taper a decent distance along it. But of course you've got to be careful when you're doing it at this heat not to take it too far, because then you just mess your entire taper up. Right, so starting on the bar here. Take this end down to a point to start with. We take the end down to a point and that can stop it from making a fish mouth on it, which is where the metal, instead of going to a point, will overlap and fold in on itself, which eventually will make a right mess on the end of your work. So we're just going to roughly point that, get that bamboo on it, and then we're going to start on the taper. Take it one side then the other, get slowly more aggressive down towards the point. Now what you're going to end up with doing it that way is a very rough taper, as you can see. Now that then, you've just got to smarten up. Make sure you've got exactly the thickness you need where you need it. I do hope you can hear all this over this noise, you know, because there's a lot of noise in here. Right, it's going to go back in for another heat now. Well, it shouldn't take you a minute to get back up to heat, and then all we're going to do is going to tidy up that taper a bit, get it nice and smooth, and then it's ready for cutting. going to go along this paper. There, as you can see now, we have our basic taper coming down to a point, reasonably straight, but that'll come out once we finish organising it after the twist. Lovely jabbly. Right, when you see this next, it's going to have a lot to cut into it. Right then, here we are. We've got the actual taper on it here. It's a bit mucky as yet, but we're going to clean that up once it's off, and it's coming out at forge with butcher's block brush. It's a lovely brush of sprung steel, essential in this work. I didn't know this for months, and once I discovered it, oh, made me so happy, it really did. So we've got a lovely taper on there, and then as you can see on here, we have got grooves cut where we want the twist to be coming through. No, looks right mucky and like out at the minute. Wait till it comes back out at forge. Right then, we have here one lovely bar heated in exactly where we want the twist. Bang that in there, grab a twisting iron, and away we go. We try and keep that top centre in the same place as we go around to keep it nice and even and straight. And we just put in a nice, gentle twist there. That looks nice and straight still. Give it one more little turn now it's cooled a little. There we go. Bring that back over here a bit. Lovely jabbly, straight down the middle. Give that a little tickle with your brush. Clean off some of that scale. We'll give that a right good rub in a minute once it's all getting treated. And there we have the end of the wand. Now that's a nice bit. Next bit is the really pretty bit. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it back in the forge. Bottom first. Once its bum's nice and hot, I'm going to give it a nip. Right then, we are now taking this piece, we're putting it in here, we're gripping past where we want it to be turning, because obviously we don't want that bottom one twist to turn anymore. Now then, I've left myself very well space to grip here, because I'm right clever like that, with my right big irons here. But luckily enough, the mess I'm going to make on the end, inevitably, we're going to bevel down in a little bit. Right, so we get that on there, and we twist. Let's twist again, like we did in Blacksmiths shop. Let's twist again. Now that's nowhere near as nice and straight as the last one, so this is going to need some tidying up. But we could do that with a little bit of belting. Now then, we just keep an eye on it, make sure we're not going too far, because it's really easy to shear these and just snap it off in the middle. But I think that is just about right there. I'm going to give that a little nibble back here whilst I can. Just straighten it up a little bit. There we go. And then it needs to go load that way as well. Of course, you don't want to damage these whilst you're doing it, because if I find my nice big brush again, give that a good tickle there. Don't know if you can see that magnification. I'll bring it up to your face in a moment. But now we have, I'll use that there till I find him. Oh, goes the other way. Now we have a lovely Rubiks cube twist on there. Bring it back so we can focus, eh? Yep. Right, it's back in the fire now, so we can straighten that up, give it a real good clean up, because as you can see it's not straight up the handle there where it needs to be. So you clean that up, give it some detail, and see where we're at next. Right then, we're going to quickly here straighten this up. Which should never ever be done with a rubber mallet. Just so you know, do as I say, not as I do. Because obviously it's going to be hacky and get rubber everywhere and smoke everywhere. But, well, you know what, that's done straight right quick as that. Doesn't matter because we're going to brush it all off here anyway. See ya! Keeping that.
Should we do that bit again?
No, we're keeping that bit. So, finish brushing this off. It doesn't have to be done all dramatically on a piece of wood so it smokes, but it is dramatic, isn't it, right? And as you can see now, it's lovely, isn't it, see? I'm just killing my cameraman there. Good. Got to keep it entertained, you know. As you can see now, it's got that lovely shine on that twist. It's taken off all that scale and really brought it out. Takes off the sharp edges and gives it a lovely worn look already. Now we're going to spin it round, do the same to this end. Ooh, I don't know what, I'm going to do something in the middle, but I don't know what yet. And then we're going to be nearly done for the beast. And here we have it. The final piece. One lovely Rubiks handle, gently tapered, finely wrought, with a lovely sprung copper banding, affixed down at the bottom and sprung upwards. Lovely little bit of motion there. One Rubiks twist wand. Thank you very much. I've been Leon Williamson. This is Bionic Cat Blacksmiths, and you're watching Man vs Forge. Zap! Zap! Oh, they still don't work yet.
And here we have the finished item. We've given it a really good polish up. Bit of WD-40 obviously, it has to have a bit of that on there. So we've got this lovely gradiated Rubiks twist handle there, going from little to big to little. We've got this lovely clean twist down there with highlights on all the ridges of the twist. We've put that copper wire in there, we've shined that up nicely. As you can see, you've got the little blocks at the bottom going to the big blocks in the middle, going to the little blocks at the top again. It gives a fantastic organic look to what digital feel on a piece as well. It's lovely juxtaposition again. Long words, we do like long words here at Bionic Cat Blacksmiths here. Here we have a staple of the blacksmith traditional arts here, a knot. I know it seems simple, but a knot is so hard to do out of solid steel, and this is done in modern rebar, the rebar that holds up skyscrapers themselves. It's a lovely modern twist on a traditional item. These are one of my more proud creations. I absolutely love doing these. Dragon claws, dragon scale out of steel. I've put this on so many things. I've made huge crystal ball holders for the States out of this stuff. I adore it. It's lovely. And here we have a Kraken tentacle key hook. Yet again, I do love doing these tentacles, and there's so many groups around the world just love them. These go out all over the place. These are another one that I love doing, the Rubik's Cube twist. It's a very modern look on a piece, but here it's got a traditional tenon joint with the top of it just riveted down over the top of it in a really traditional style to give a lovely juxtaposition of old versus new. This lovely DNA twist is another of my more modern pieces. I love that helical DNA look to it. Of course, with that centre bar in it, it looks a lot lighter as well. It looks like it stands proud of the bar that it's on. I love this as a modern handle. Fear the mighty Kraken. I've always loved doing these Kraken tentacles ever since I figured them out. There's a massive steampunk scene and a massive hipster scene that loves all these Kraken tentacles. Not as much as I love making them, I don't think, because it's just so much fun making wiggles. whilst I don't make many knives, because there are some phenomenal knife makers out there that I quite frankly don't want to compete with, this I absolutely love. I've just started making utility knives for myself based on medieval designs, and again, people seem to love these. I do too. And again, in some of the phenomenal magic gear that people have asked me to make is this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous little tentacled scrying ball stand. Copper wire wound up and round it. This is a beautiful little piece that I'm going to be really sad when this one gets shipped. I'm sorry. Bye, little Kraken. Now, I am very, very proud to ship some beautiful magic wands to some amazing people all around the world. I've got a particular following in the States. All of you guys over the pond there, thank you so much for all your custom, and thank you so much for your enthusiasm, because it's lovely to see people enjoying these items as much as I enjoy making them for people. It really is.
So, if I wasn't making all this great fun stuff that I get to make nowadays, for people who really appreciate it as well, because you do get some phenomenal feedback off some lovely people, because you're making stuff exactly how they want it. They're not just having to settle for something that they've seen and thought, oh, that'll do. They're getting exactly what they want and need for whatever they're doing. And if I wasn't having to do this now, I'd still be a care worker. You know, I spent a decade looking after other people, you know, getting to look after and meet some phenomenal people, don't get me wrong, but nevertheless, running around wiping bums for a living. So, if it wasn't for YouTube, if it wasn't for all you lot, if it wasn't for the internet teaching me, because I've learned all this purely off the internet. I have only the other weekend had 10 minutes with a proper blacksmith who I cannot wait to go over and do some work with. Ian, you're going to be stuck with me soon. Right. If it wasn't for all the internet and just buckling down my sen and really wanting to do something, I'd still be stuck doing that. So I can't wait to, this is only in the past 2 years, so I cannot wait now to see where this is going to take me. What I'm going to get to make next. Who's going to think of the next crazy thing that they want making, where I can go, yes, have a go at that. Why not? And I can't wait for you guys to see it all now as well. I should have been documenting this far earlier, but you'd have been probably more entertained than educated. So now I can't wait for you all to join me on this journey. I can't wait to see what you all make of me work. I can't wait to hear all the advice that I know I'm going to get off all the people far more experienced off me. And it's all welcome, please, guys. Any criticism I can laugh off, don't you worry. Any advice, that's appreciated. So, yeah, I think that'll wrap it up for today. I'm Leon Williamson. This is Bionic Cat Blacksmiths. And if you've made it this far, you get a smiley face. Well done. Ta-da! Thank you all for watching, and good night for now.